Ever since I started watching basketball, my favorite team has always been the Philadelphia 76ers. However, I've never seen my team win a championship. Like, literally never. I had no chance. That's why in this video, we are going to win a championship. Now, the only rules to this rebuild is we cannot trade Tyrese Maxey or Joel Embiid. We have to get those guys the championship ring that they deserve. But now, let's go ahead and jump into it. So, right off the rip, the season did not start off to a really good start at all. We went 11-22. And it was obvious that we had to go ahead and start making trades because, I mean, look at this. It took us like 10 games before we ever got our first win. And so with that, we traded old man Paul George as well as Trenton Watford for Jeremy Grant and Matisse Thybulle. Bringing Thybulle back to the Sixers. I missed that guy so much, man. He was awesome. Then, not even going to lie, we did a controversial trade and traded our star young player in Quentin Grimes. And we got Cam Spencer and Scottie Pippen Jr. in return for Kyle Lowry, Quentin Grimes, and Johnny Broom, which this did prove to be the correct decision because after doing all of our matchups and fixing our minutes around for our players, we go on a pretty solid win streak and a good run, but going from the 15th seed to the 7th seed for the Eastern Conference, which this set the tone for our season as we stayed at the 6th seed, going up one spot and going a total of 40-42. Cade Cunningham wins the MVP. Demon gets Rookie of the Year. TJ McCollum, 6-man. Wemby, Defense Player of the Year, of course, and Clutch Player of the Year was Nikola Jokic. And the top seeds for the East were the Pistons, New York, and the Hawks. Shockingly, Golden State is on top in the Western Conference, as well as OKC, Minnesota, and the Spurs. For our first ever matchup in the playoffs, we would have the New York Knicks. Despite them leading the regular season series, we were able to stay in the playoffs and win the series within 7 games. Really close matchup, and we barely scraped by, but we did it. We then faced the 2nd seed Hawks, which were no match as we sweep them 4-0. However, just like us, the reigning MVP's team also sweeps 4-0. And ultimately, he would show us why he is the MVP as he averaged almost 40 points and 10 assists to walk away with the Eastern Conference Finals championship, which, Joel Embiid has never won. But, it's all good. We lost to the MVP. It's whatever. He goes on to go ahead and face the Western Conference Finals MVP in Anthony Edwards and beats the heck out of him. So it's back to the drawing board for us. Luckily, we draft a small forward named Alex Caraban. Hey, who knows? He's 70 overall, so maybe he'll help us out, man. Let's get to the next season. Side note, before this season starts, I thought it was pretty funny. LeBron signs with the Nets to finish out his career. Another rough start to the season as we go 10-25, which leads to 2 trades happening. We trade Kelly Oubre, unfortunately, and Chris Dunn for Jonathan Kuminga and Jordan Wall. 2 power forwards while we're really lacking in that area, so it's definitely going to help out. And then for our big trade, we did end up getting OG Anunoby from the New York Knicks. These moves helped us get at the 9th seed, and we move into the play-in. We would easily handle the Cavaliers, then move on to face the Magic in a pretty tough game, which we did indeed pick up the win. And it was a pretty good performance from Tyrese Maxey, who pushed us through. But now we have to face the GOAT, Cade Cunningham, again. Oh, and side note, Victor Wembanyama won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. So I think Cade felt disrespected, so yeah. Oh, and our boy Tyrese won Clutch Player of the Year. So Detroit already had took game number 1. They also took game number 2. In game number 3, we turned things around and we pick up the win right there. We end up forcing a game 7 as the 8th seed with the number 1 seed. But unfortunately, this championship was promised to Cade Cunningham 3,000 years ago, and we stood no chance in game 7. Cade Cunningham would disrespectfully whoop us in game 7. It was just, we stood no chance. But we were not the only team that he disrespectfully whooped, as he would also just toy and have his way with the rest of the league, winning his 2nd championship and Eastern Conference Finals MVP, all of that stuff all over again. The guy was literally averaging 45. Like, I don't even want to talk about it. Just go to the next season, bro. Last shot. We have now hit year 3. This is our final year and our final chance to win. We got nothing good on the rookies. I mean, the rookies were terrible this year. It was outrageous, completely garbage. However, on the contrary, free agency was stacked. Look at this list. Victor, Giannis, Curry, Kevin Durant, Jokic. Too many names, bro. Stacked. From this, we went and picked up Jordan Poole to be our backup shooting guard. Starter power forward being Miles Bridges. Joel Embiid has regressed even more to an 82 overall. VJ Edgecombe has risen all the way up to a 91 with Tyrese Maxey. You can see our new team here. So we've got our point guard Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, both 90s, both small forwards, low to mid 80s. Joel Embiid is still Joel Embiid. Miles Bridges is solid, and Jordan Poole is a good backup for the shooting guard position. And with this team, I am proud to say we sit comfortably in the playoffs for once. It's the 5th seed. We beat Toronto in Game 7. So does the Brooklyn Nets, taking out the number 1 seed Miami Heat, which were messing everybody up. I'm very shocked that they did that. We then go on to 4-0 sweep the Brooklyn Nets. And if you look over there to the West, somehow, some way, the Phoenix Suns and the Sacramento Kings made it to the Western Conference playoffs. This is ridiculous. And honestly, I would have recorded, but this was just a one-sided beatdown. We sweep the Magic 4-0. This is the easiest path to the playoffs we could have ever asked for, and I'm so grateful it happened in our last year. However, the 8th-seeded Kings actually make the finals, and it's a pretty tough match. And literally, even with everybody trying their hardest, somehow, some way, the Kings made this competitive as heck, bro. As we would start off by taking a 2-1 lead against the Kings, they would then bounce back and make the score 2-2, right? Now, we do take Game 5, right? We win Game 5. The score sits at 3-2. We're in overtime for the game to send them home. Miles Bridges brings it up, goes for the layup, contested, doesn't go in. We move into double overtime. And I promise you there's no making this up. Maxey out to Embiid, hits the layup. We take the point. 1-point game. We are up, sending the Kings home. Half-court 3 goes in, and we lose. And we're going to Game 7. And, somebody needs to tell Jaden Ivey to chill out, bro. Western Conference Finals MVP or not, he's not better than our Eastern Conference Finals MVP. As we take home the chip, we did it. We finally win the NBA championship. We send the Sacramento Kings packing in Game 7 in their own court, and we won the championship, completed our goal, got Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey a ring in 2028 or 9, something like that. You know what I mean? Whew. For now, I'll shut up talking so y'all can enjoy the celebration, bro. Our boy Tyrese won the Finals MVP, averaging 25, 4, and 8 with a steal a game. It was an outrageous performance. Really good time. I had a lot of fun doing this rebuild. It was awesome. I'm actually kind of happy that we won it the way that we did. I love Jordan Poole. I love Miles Bridges, so I thought it was pretty awesome. Thankfully, I was able to keep Edgecombe throughout the entire run, and he was very much needed because, 91 overall. So, yeah, if you guys have any teams for me to rebuild, comment down below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I know this is the first video, so it's kind of weird, but if you enjoyed, please do like, subscribe. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.